Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the homie ProPain, H-Town Rippin'. You already know what it is. Dangerous Minds in the building. I'm here with the homies, the fam. You know, you checking out Beat Finders TV. I know what it is. Stay tuned. 100.
You are now tuned in to Beat Finders TV, and today my special co-host today is DJ Don.
What's going on? It's your boy DJ Don, man. You tune in to Beat Finders TV. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at the DJ Don, THEDJDON.
What's up, everybody? I'm Athena. We are here with the famous ProPain right out of Houston, Texas. So thank you very much for being on the show today. Now he's straight out of Houston, but what part of Houston are you from?
Club, Southside.
Southside. Okay. Southside. So who out of the Southside did you grow up listening to?
Oh man, Lil Kiki, Big Pokey, the whole SUC, man. Lil Flip, Youngster, Scarface. I mean, I was listening to people from Northside too. You got Slim Thug. Everybody was out there doing their thing. Paul Walls, Trey, Zero, the whole city, man. You know what I'm saying? It never was just like a Southside thing.
So whenever you were growing up, what one song on top of your head right now do you remember the most?
H-Town song?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. Probably Southside, Lil Kiki.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was really popular back then. So what made you start getting into the rap game?
I mean, it was always something that I loved to do since I was like, you know, 5th grade, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, and once I realized that I was good at it, it became like a passion. And just pretty much seeing like everybody that I grew up liking, from the Lil Flips to the youngsters, they was like the cool people to be when I was young. So it was like, I mean, I wanted to be like them. So it's what influenced me to really just like try to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Did your family back you up with everything?
Oh yeah, they all supportive, family, friends.
They didn't want you to be like a doctor and something like that. They were okay with you.
I mean, it's my destiny now. So it's like anybody who ain't
now they see it and they're just like, you know what? Go for it.
At first it wasn't as supportive, you know. My mama always been behind me, no matter what I do. I used to play basketball, so she was always behind that. But just throughout it, no matter what I do, she always supported me. But everybody else, they jumped on board now.
Is there somebody that ever said, like, you sound like this person, and how do you feel about that?
Oh yeah, I done heard a lot of comparisons. The most recent comparison I hear a lot too right now is probably like Big Crit. A lot of people kind of compare our styles a little bit.
How do you feel about that?
It's cool. I mean, it's always dope to be compared to somebody you think is dope. So I mean, from that aspect, it's cool. But at the same time, when I set out and I make my music, I have nobody in mind when I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and I'm doing my own thing. So if it somehow cross a little bit, that's cool. But the whole comparison thing, I really don't think too hard on that.
Now, right now your mixtape is called Dangerous Minds, right? The one that's out right now.
Right.
I know you have one coming out pretty soon, but right now we're speaking of Dangerous Minds. What made you name that one?
Dangerous Minds is what kind of described me. Nah, it described me in a sense, just being with my background, where I came from, how I'm looked at in society. You know, I went to college, and you know what I'm saying, put like education above a lot of things, but at the same time, where I come from, the hood, the streets, or whatever, it's like you combine them both. Like it's rare, it's a rare breed to come from.
To have street smarts.
Yeah, come from that upbringing. So that's why Dangerous Minds come into play. Yeah.
That's good. Your favorite song that you wrote, which one is it?
Oh, it's most definitely The Note. Scottie Pippen it's so personal. That's one of my favorite records on Dangerous Minds, and also I'm gonna go with Smiling Faces, just because it's just like the way we built that record from scratch. You know what I'm saying? My producer DJ Dunn, which is also my DJ. Just what we went with that track, it was like
Smiling Faces. For the people that have never heard about it, tell me about it. What does it mean?
I mean, it comes from an older song. Basically, just smiling faces, people smiling in your face or whatever, when they got different motives, you know what I'm saying? And the song, we also got a video to it. It's on YouTube. Go check that out. It's produced by DJ Dunn. It's a real soulful southern record. Like, I really love this lyrical. I love it.
ProPain, what made you choose that name?
Oh man, in college, I think like my sophomore year in college, my roommate, which name is Paul, that's the he was on the team with me, whatever. And I used to always freestyle before the games, just to get everybody hyped. But at the same time, I took rapping seriously, so we'll be back in our apartment or whatever. And he just be like, man, we gotta get you a rap name, cause my rap name at the time was Lil C, cause my name Chris. And so since I was little, I was Lil C. That was always my name.
Like everybody from the SUC, huh? Lil
yeah,
this,
everybody got
Lil
Lil
that.
something. You gotta be Lil this or Big that, either or. So I was Lil C, and I was like, man, I kind of want to change that, man. You know, so I want to be a little different.
Different, it is different.
And he threw the name out there, ProPain. He was like, man, you spit fire, man. We'll call you ProPain. And I kind of changed the spelling of it. You know, I didn't want to spell it like the way they spell gas. So we changed the spelling of it, and I just been running with it ever since. I mean, I appreciate that part, man. That's my boy.
Dang, man, that's really awesome to hear.
Yeah.
So, Say I Won't.
Yeah.
What did you feel when when you heard it on the radio?
It's a crazy feeling, man. It was more so, I was more so happy for like the people who supported me, like, you know what I'm saying, all the fans. Like, I felt like that was for them, you know what I'm saying, because being that I am an underground rapper, I don't really make too much like radio music, you know what I'm saying? So for that to make it to the radio, it was like, man, we did it. Like, not just me, the whole team, the whole hood.
That's good. That's
all
good
the
to hear.
supporters,
So you're
everybody.
not all about yourself. You actually felt good to have your whole team for the love, you know.
Most definitely.
From your mixtape right now, Dangerous Minds, the new one that's gonna come out, Riding Slabs.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the difference on that production. What can we hear? What can we expect differently from the new mixtape?
It's definitely growth. I think the more and more I go, the more freely I am to just really take chances and experiment with the music. And I think the biggest transition from Dangerous Minds to Riding Slab is just gonna be the evolution, like, of what I'm becoming as an artist. I feel like it's really going there. It's getting more and more personal. Even though records have already been personal, they just getting more and more personal, and it's just inviting people into my everyday life. And I think I'm growing as an artist, lyrically as well as creatively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what makes you different from every other rapper out there right now?
That's the thing.
Houston rappers, we can name hundreds and thousands of Houston rappers, but what makes you different?
I think the one thing that makes me different is just not being afraid to go against the grain, not like trying to live up to nobody else's expectations of what a Houston rapper is supposed to be. It's like I take something from Scarface, and I always keep this with me, and this is what I live by too. I'm not a Houston rapper, I'm a rapper from Houston.
Right.
You know, so it's like I don't want to be categorized as just a Houston rapper. You know, I make music for the masses. It's bigger than Houston, and Houston has made me. That's where I'm from. That's what I love, and I'm ripping it to the depth. But it's a bigger message. I'm speaking for a lot of people, not just Houston people. I'm speaking for people around the world that go through the same thing I go through. It's Dangerous Minds everywhere you look.
That's good to hear. You know, like, what's your ultimate goal? Like, you don't want to be called a Houston rapper. You want to be a rapper from Houston.
Right.
What can you take out of Houston to the other cities that you go to?
This is H-Town, man. You know, we one of the most copied cities in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much. We got so much to give down here, and so many people try to emulate Houston lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So just really being yourself and being from Houston, when you really repping Houston right, it's like it'll come out, man. They love Houston.
They do.
They love our culture. They love our lifestyle. They love our slang. They love everything about Houston, which is good. I mean, I don't want to take that for granted, because I mean, I also love Houston too, just like that. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Atlanta and Miami and New York and LA.
That was my next question. I was going to ask you what do you love from other cities, and what cities do you love the most when it comes to music?
When it comes to music, I think outside of Houston, I gotta say probably New York the most, just because that's the mecca of hip hop. I'm a hip hop head, man. I came up jamming so many of them dudes, from Nas to Jay-Z to Biggie to Wu-Tang, you know, Fab, Jadakiss. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? It's like New York is those type of rappers is like really what I was able to mesh into my style, as well as taking from the Scarface and the UGKs and the SUCs and the Slim Thugs and the Chameleons, and kind of like just meshing. You know, I like to say down south we more like jamming. It's like, you know, we more bumping, and up there, up there is more it's more social, it's more, you know, it's more like lyrical ability up there. They got more, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say they got more content, but more storytelling and stuff like that from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Listening to their songs and versus Houston songs. Houston songs, you can pop it in the car, you jam.
Man, it's a feeling like no other. Yeah. So I think that's kind of where I like wanted to mix my styles from. So it was like, it's kind of like a mixture, you know what I'm saying?
What's your goals from this day forward? What is your ultimate goal right now for your music career?
Man, short-term goals is to really put Houston back up there, like on the respected level of hip-hop, and not just like, oh, a single or you know what I'm saying, a jamming song. Like, no, like we have dope artists down here. Like, I really want them to understand that. Like, it's not just me. It's a lot, especially the newer dudes from Dope Easy to Kurt Cobain's and all the homies is doing their thing, as well as Slim Thug and Bun B and Chameleon and all of them. I want people to just really understand that the game was gonna come back to Houston like it was in 05, and I think it's gonna be even bigger this time. You know what I'm saying?
When I talk to people from Miami and from LA, from New York, they talk so good about Houston. Like, man, we got the 4th largest market. You know, we got so much connections down here. But they're waiting to hear somebody come out of Houston with more than one song. So, you know, that's definitely, you know, I'm very excited to hear what you got going, and I'm so happy that you're going out of Houston and spreading the Houston sound around. You know, you're going to New York soon, right?
Well, I'm actually headlining.
You're headlining the song. I mean, the concert.
The concert, me and my homeboy Dope Easy. We headlining.
So he's opening up for you, or y'all gonna split?
No, we just both the headliners. It's like a Texas meets New York thing.
That's tight.
Yeah, so
congratulations on that.
Man, thank you. That's a blessing.
Are you signed right now with somebody, or are you by yourself?
Unsigned.
You're unsigned. And you want to keep it like that?
Well,
you like it like that?
I love it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just all about the situation. Like, if somebody come with a situation that can help what we got going right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So we steady moving and building our fan base without the machine. So I think we want to get it to a point where when we do decide to bring the machine in, it's beneficial to everybody.
Yeah. So like the independent game is like huge right now. You know, in the scene. So a lot of people say what you just said. Like, I'd rather be independent. Why would I want to get signed by a label just to have the name, and all they're gonna do is just basically control everything that I do?
Exactly.
What is it for the people that are listening to you right now that want to be artists? Like, tell me a little bit about what's the advantages of being an unsigned independent artist?
Like I was saying, like, everybody's situation different, you know, as far as like in this music industry. My path may not work for you, your path may not work for the next man, or you know, so it's just like, you just gotta do whatever is best for your situation. Like, if you're in a situation where sometimes you got a hot song and you want it to really get out there, you feel like it's one that can go, and you got labels offering you, then you probably need to take it. But if you also an artist who, you know, you building your buzz up and you got a lot of people supporting you, and you doing shows and you selling out these venues, and you got people that support you like that, sometimes you may don't need that label right now. You know, you need to just keep building your brand if you can support yourself, you know? It's all about your situation and what you got going. I think a lot of times you got artists who sign deals who shouldn't have signed deals, and you got artists who...
they're like tied up.
Yeah, and you got artists who they don't sign deals that they needed, you know, and they don't become as big as they can be. It's just all about your situation. I think what we trying to do over here, we building a foundation as far as like I say, when we doing shows in New York, you know what I'm saying, we going to Dallas and anywhere we go, it's like, that's us. That's the support that we getting from the people. So it's like, from there, it's more so like, what can a label, what can you bring to us that we don't have, you know what I'm saying? And if it's a situation where a label can bring something that you can't do, then you take the deal, of course, you know.
How did your song get on the radio? Did you go knock on the door?
No, they actually came and found me.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. People are dying at home right now. Like, I can't play my stuff for 10 years. No, but congratulations.
That was just a blessing, man. The mixtape was doing real good in the streets. They've been hearing a lot about it, and they just called me in and wanted to just hear some songs, and they love Say I Won't.
That's nice. Somebody on Twitter hit me up and they asked me to ask you, how does it feel to make a song with Trey Songz?
Same way it feels to make a song with Bun B or Slim Thug, I mean, a big fan of his music. I just felt like I was more so excited to do songs with like a Bump Beat or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it was great to do songs with Trey Songz. That was definitely a great look. I mean, he's on top of his game right now. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool. But I think more so that bond or like comedian and those dudes that I just grew up like.
That's something you can put in your portfolio for life and say, you know, I did that. I did that. Especially coming from Houston, like yeah, that would be my greatest, you know, goal would be like making a song with somebody I grew up listening to. That's awesome to sit next to them and make music. So cool. So your new mixtape, or is it an album?
Free album.
It's a free album. Okay. Yeah, that's a better word for mixtape. What can we expect to hear production wise? Who's on the records? Who?
Oh man, production wise, you know, I pretty much stick with the same camp. DJ John, GL Productions, Sound Mob. I also got a homie from Atlanta by the name of Honorable C-No. He does a lot of stuff like 2 Chainz and Waka Flocka. He got one. Feature wise, I'm sticking with the homies. I got Slim Thug, Kirko, Dope Easy. I mean, a few more names. Lil Kiki. So yeah, I had to.
So old school and new school on there.
Both. You can't make a project called Ride Slub and not get Lil Kiki on there.
Yeah, like, you have to. Hopefully that's gonna be legendary like Southside. Who knows? Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. I appreciate that. You know, the fans appreciate that, and we appreciate that. So thank you so much. So for the people that don't know who ProPain is, where can we follow you and where can we find more stuff about you?
Make sure you follow me on Twitter, ProPain713.
713, baby.
Yeah, PROPAIN 713. Facebook, Facebook.com/ProPain713. Instagram is ProPain713. So I kind of keep the same.
Yeah, so people won't forget what the heck is
ProPain
713.
You know, we really.
I was about the other day. I was like, man, Houston we don't even claim like area codes no more. We got some
It's kind of hard now.
Yeah,
so, you know
where you from? 832-281-713.
And then the cell phone game now kind of like messed it up.
Yeah.
And also my website where you can get this Dangerous Minds tee from. We got the black ones also. Or check out all the videos, get all the mixtapes, any interviews, anything is gonna be on the site. And that's GotProPain.com. GotProPain.com.
There you go, everybody. ProPain, top Billboard artist in the house, right out of Houston. Follow him, check him out, and become a fan. I know I did. You will too. We out.
Southside, Northside, third coat, homie. I tried to told him I get it, bro, but they ain't wanna listen though. How you gonna talk about the future and not mention pro?